Well, to be able to qualify for the national championships is such an honor. It just shows that your team has been consistent throughout the year, that you've competed against some tough teams and had some success. And being able to go there and showcase our talents against the other top teams in the country is something that we strive for every year.
Since we are returning to Ocala, are you excited to be returning to the World Equestrian Center for the national competition?
Yeah, very much so. That venue is second to none, in my opinion. It's just a special place to go and compete, and I think there is no better place for our national championships than to be at the World Equestrian Center. And our girls, I know they light up when they pull onto the property for the first time, and they just it feels like a national championship setting, and it gives it the prestige that it deserves.
So, what have been some of the challenges of the 2024-25 season?
Um, I think the biggest thing as far as our team in particular that I believe we've overcome now, getting going into the postseason and the last few regular season competitions was just consistency. One the jumping seat team would have a really good meet, and the Western team maybe not so much. And then the next week, Western team would dominate, and the jumping seat team would not. Even within each discipline, maybe the flat riders would not do very well, but then the fencers would just sweep it. And so it's and the same with the reining and the horsemanship. It's just been a little inconsistent throughout the year, is what I've seen, and I've seen that as a challenge. But we've made some adjustments, we've made some tweaks, and I think we really are pulling it together, and as was evident at the Big 12 championships a couple weeks ago.
So, that being said, what have been some of the strengths throughout the season? How can they help you and the team to be successful at the national championship?
Well, I believe one of the strengths that we have is the closeness of our team. The way they rely on each other, the way they don't give up on each other. They have each other's backs and support, and the girl that's going into the arena knows that, and I think it makes them step up their game a little bit more, just knowing that they have a ton of support behind them, unconditional support, and that's big when you have teammates that are behind you, like this team is. Wow, it just can create some great atmosphere for your mind as you're going in, give you that confidence that you need to ride at the next level, and that's never wavered. It's been pretty incredible since the beginning of the year with this team, and I think they've even gotten closer together, closer as a team as the season progressed.
So, what are some of the things the team has done to prepare for just Ocala in general?
Well, we're definitely riding hard. That we're making sure that we familiarize the girls with the different types of horses that we might see at the national championships. A lot of the mindset that we have going into it is it's not so much the team you're competing against. Yes, you want to beat them. You might have to focus on them a little bit. Because maybe they're riding that horse first, and you need to see what you need to do with that. But it really doesn't matter about that team. And my mentality at the national championship has always been, from the quarterfinal round, you want to impress the judges that are there. It's the same set of judges that are there through the entire championship. And if you come out and you have your greatest rides in that first round and carried on to the second, the judges remember that after a while. You start to know, a rider coming in and the success you remember the success they had maybe in the last round, and it only helps you there. And so it's going in and impressing those judges, and it's just developing that mindset. I think we've been working on that a lot with the girls, of developing the mindset that it's not so much my opponent as me having the best ride on that horse that I can have, and impressing those judges to hopefully get the scores I deserve.
Then, what are you expecting to see from your team on Thursday against Texas A&M?
I expect them to rally behind each other, be very supportive like they've been the whole year, instill that confidence in the starters that are entering the arena, that you know what, we got your back no matter what, and just be able to ride like they've been riding, especially moving into this postseason.